Midflight UFO Encounter. A video that has gone viral online shows a strange glowing object floating right outside a passenger airplane window. The clip was filmed during a regular flight, and what it captured has left many people stunned. The object didn't look like a normal plane or drone. It had a weird, changing shape and gave off a soft, glowing light. It wasn't flying quickly past the plane, it was just hovering there, almost as if it was watching. Most of the passengers on the flight didn't notice anything unusual at the time. It was only after the plane landed and someone watched the video closely that the mysterious object was seen. People who've watched the video say the object doesn't look like any weather balloon, reflection, or aircraft they've ever seen. Some even say it looks otherworldly. The sighting has added to a long list of strange things being seen in the sky all around the world, especially from airplanes. What's even more strange is that the object didn't make any noise and didn't seem to have wings, lights, or anything that made it fly like a normal machine. UFO over Mexico. In broad daylight over Mexico, a remarkable sighting stopped locals in their tracks. Captured in a now viral video, a silver, disc-shaped object was seen calmly hovering high in the sky.
Ma davvero?
Dai,
Grosso però. Un bello grosso. Adesso terra qua. Adesso scendono i marziani.
With no visible wings, rotors, or exhaust system, the object's smooth, metallic body reflected sunlight, giving off a gleam that made it impossible to ignore. Witnesses observed that it didn't wobble, drift, or display any of the typical motion one might expect from a drone, helicopter, or aircraft. Instead, it stayed still, suspended silently as if defying the very laws of gravity. The footage, recorded by a local resident, quickly made its way online, where it stunned viewers around the world. What stood out most was the object's resemblance to the classic flying saucer, the same shape described in countless UFO reports going back decades. The sighting has drawn attention from both believers and skeptics. While some argue it might be an experimental craft or a misidentified object, many point out that the clarity of the footage, along with the object's behavior, doesn't match any known technology. The video contains no visible signs of manipulation and no plausible explanation has yet been offered by aviation authorities or government officials in the region. What adds to the mystery is how long the object remained visible without moving or making a sound before simply disappearing. It left behind no trail, no smoke, no clue, just silence, and a wave of unanswered questions that have only grown louder since the footage emerged. Cape of Good Hope sighting. In a video that recently resurfaced online, a strange disc-shaped object was seen hovering above the skies near the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. The footage, reportedly captured in September 2003, shows what looks like a classic flying saucer suspended in midair, smooth, silver, and perfectly still. The object doesn't wobble or shift unnaturally, giving the impression of intelligent control. Every few seconds, a subtle glint of light reflects off its curved surface, possibly from the sun or an unknown source within the craft itself. Then, without warning, the object shoots off to the right at a speed that appears far beyond the capabilities of conventional aircraft. There's no sound, no smoke, no trail, just disappearance. The location only adds to the mystery. The Cape of Good Hope is a region known for unpredictable weather, strong magnetic fields, and centuries of maritime lore. Some locals even claim the area has a long history of unexplained aerial activity. But this particular footage stood out, not just for its clarity, but for its simplicity. No dramatic zoom-ins, no shaky camera, just one continuous shot of something undeniably strange. The video has since divided viewers around the world. Some believe it's one of the most credible sightings ever caught on camera. Others suggest it might have been a part of a digital art project created by British artist Chris Oakley in the early 2000s. But no official source has confirmed that theory. The origin of the footage and the object remains unknown. Daylight sighting in Milan. On April 29, 2007, a striking piece of UFO footage was captured in broad daylight over the city of Milan, Italy. The video, which has resurfaced and gone viral in recent years, shows a metallic, disc-shaped object hovering motionless in the sky.
L'anno scorso.
No.
Guardalo.
Bello, no.
Zitta, piano.
Non è punto di riferimento.
È punto di riferimento. Punto di riferimento.
Bello.
Aspetta. Aspetta. Ecco, aspetta, guarda.
No.
Guarda da vicino, corri.
No. Ma quanto è grande?
What made this sighting stand out to so many was the clarity of the object. Its surface appeared smooth and reflective, and its structure was unmistakably saucer-like. There were no visible wings, rotors, or engines, and it emitted no sound. The object didn't drift or wobble. Instead, it remained eerily still in the sky as the camera focused on it.
Corri, vai giù a sentire, vai giù dalla nonna, corri. Corri! Se ne va! Se ne va!
The footage has since ignited widespread debate. Some viewers believe this may be one of the clearest captures of an unidentified aerial phenomenon ever recorded. The symmetry, stillness, and brightness of the object led many to feel it couldn't be easily dismissed. However, skeptics have presented an alternate theory that the UFO is actually a small object, possibly a metallic button or fastener, filmed from below a skylight, creating an illusion of something suspended in the sky. They point to the lack of movement in the environment and the unusually sharp detail as clues. Despite the criticism, the video continues to spark fascination across social media platforms and UFO forums worldwide. Whether real or a clever illusion, this short clip remains one of the most hotly debated UFO videos on the internet, captivating both believers and skeptics alike. Lights over Poland. In the peaceful town of Nowy Targ, Poland, an eerie event unfolded in the skies that has left both locals and online viewers questioning what they witnessed. A newly surfaced video shows multiple glowing objects silently navigating the evening sky, displaying movements that seem anything but ordinary. It begins with a single glowing orb gliding effortlessly above the horizon, but within seconds, more lights emerge, at least 4 or 5, forming a loose formation that appears to react to one another in real time. The objects flicker intermittently, shift directions with precision, and hover in ways that don't match the flight path of typical aircraft. At no point in the footage is there any sound, no engines, no rotors, no mechanical hum. The lights move with what some have described as unnatural intelligence, forming patterns and changing speeds in a way that feels orchestrated but not human-made. The footage sparked a storm of discussion, especially because Nowy Targ is not a place known for such sightings. Commenters debated whether the objects could be military drones, coordinated flares, or just an elaborate hoax. But many viewers pointed out the strange harmony and sudden shifts in movement that made those explanations feel incomplete. The person who filmed it admitted they had never seen anything like it and posted the footage simply because it felt too strange to ignore. With no official explanation and no radar confirmation yet reported, this mysterious cluster of lights over Poland joins a growing list of global encounters that remain unsolved. Night vision maneuver. Just before I move to the next point, if you love mysterious and creepy sightings and real unexplained mysteries, check out Mysterious Encounters. It's packed with chilling videos you won't forget. Subscribe right away. A strange object was captured on a night vision camera, and its movement has left many people questioning what they saw. In the footage, a glowing object can be seen darting across the dark sky at an unusually high speed. At first glance, it moves in a straight line, steady, smooth, and completely silent. But within seconds, it does something no ordinary object should be able to do. It comes to a sudden stop midair and immediately turns at a perfect 90-degree angle. There's no visible wings, no blinking lights, and no change in its brightness. The glow remains consistent the entire time, which rules out flickering lanterns or birds reflecting light. The sharp turn isn't gradual. It's abrupt, clean, and unnaturally precise. The kind of turn no known aircraft or aerial device can perform with such sharpness and control. The video doesn't provide any exact information about the location or time it was taken. However, the clarity of the night vision makes it easy to follow the object's strange movement across the frame. It doesn't wobble or falter, nor does it make a sound. It simply moves with purpose, stops instantly, and shifts direction in a way that seems to challenge everything we understand about flight. Many who have viewed the footage agree, the movement is not something they've seen before. It's not chaotic, like a bird or insect. It's not slow and drifting, like a balloon. It behaves as if it was under intelligent control, but of what kind, no one knows. Flying saucer. On May 28, 2025, at around 3:00 p.m. in Virginia, USA, a mysterious object was spotted high in the sky, leaving witnesses puzzled and intrigued. Described as smooth, metallic, and completely silent, the object hovered far above the ground without any visible means of propulsion. Multiple high-quality images captured from the ground showed the unidentified object in stunning clarity. In one frame, the object appears disc-shaped with a slight dome, reflecting sunlight in a way that suggests a solid, polished surface. Another shot shows it at a different angle, appearing almost black against the sky, with an eerie absence of shadow or structural detail. A third image reveals a completely different object, white, fast-moving, and seemingly leaving behind faint trails, suggesting either rapid acceleration or high-altitude movement. The sighting lasted only a few minutes before the objects disappeared without a trace, leaving behind no sound, no explanation, and no clear origin. If you haven't checked out our other videos, then make sure to do so. Also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more amazing mysterious videos in the future.